She Talks Live is back with convos about our journey to wellness with me, Latiesha Handie, and featured co-hosts from the She Tribe.
Well, my name is Latiesha Handie, and I am the founder visionary of She's Got Purpose right here in the city of Hampton.
Sharing our journey to wellness
with music to keep you jumping,
with tips, tools, and tidbits,
guiding you on your journey to better health and wellness.
Hey, and we're back. She Talks Live podcast from She's Got Purpose with the She Tribe. Come on, ladies, let's say hello to our people.
Hey! What up?
We are back, and we are back with a blast for our last conversation. Yes, that's how you say last. Last conversation for the month of March. We have made it through Women's History Month. I know we have done some things to celebrate and acknowledge women. This is our podcast where we inspire women to imagine, see, and believe in their unlimited possibilities by sharing our journey to wellness. Last week, we talked about centering healthy friendships. This week, we're going to talk about the power of learning how to let go. If this is your first time visiting with us, I think I can talk. If I can't talk, y'all are gonna help me, right?
Yep, of course.
Right. If this is your first time visiting with us, we welcome you. And we thank you for joining the She Tribe for another dynamic conversation about women's things. You know, we just have women's things, and we're talking it out, and we are being as transparent and as honest as possible with our own journeys. If you are returning again, thank you for coming back. As always, same convo. If you have not yet liked, shared, or comment to just tell us, hey, that you're in the room, please make sure you do. You can follow us on She's Got Purpose at our YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, and your favorite podcast channel. We also have a website at www.shesgotpurpose.com. Connect with us any way you can because we want to continue the conversation with you. So tonight, before I get into this great convo about letting go, I know I've told my She Tribe that this is one that they're going to have to take the lead on. Let's introduce ourselves because I think I just jumped right past that part. So I'll let y'all take the lead. Tish, go ahead and tell the people who you are.
Hello, thank you for joining us and welcome back. I'm Latiesha Renee.
Hello guys, it's Chelsea. Thank you for joining us again. You already know me. Next.
Hello everyone, I am Rashina. Welcome back.
And hello, everyone. I am Dr. Tamika Lack.
So, this is the She Tribe, and I'm so glad that they gave me that moment of breather to try to get my words together before I said another word. But yes, we are here and we are ready to connect. And tonight's conversation is about learning to let go. As we have been sharing quotes from powerful women, we want to continue the feed as we close out Women's History Month with Mandy Hell's quote. You will evolve past certain people. Let yourself. You will evolve past certain people. Let yourself. And that quote was by Mandy Hell. How does this quote relate to us, ladies? How does it relate to letting go?
Giving yourself permission.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
Period. Just give yourself permission.
Just give yourself permission. Like, don't feel like you have to do it. I know for me, I'm a nourisher. I feel like I have to be a fixer to everybody and make it right. And sometimes that's draining on me, the person that has that personality. So you just have to give yourself permission to step back when that person is not giving you what you need and dismiss them respectfully. Respectfully.
It reminds me of that meme that states everyone is not your assignment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think the second part is, and that's why you're so tired.
Mm-hmm.
So I I definitely agree with giving yourself, allowing yourself to let go and release, and to know that you can't be the end all be all, hope for everyone and everything, and being okay with that, because I know that's hard, especially, I know for myself, I'm in a helping profession, so human services, behavioral health, so automatically that's what I go to. I'm trying to do a treatment plan. I'm trying to put you on I'm small goals, long-term goals, short-term goals. I'm trying to put you on a plan to greatness. And so just knowing and understanding that, everyone's not your assignment.
That's it.
Right.
I agree with Rashina. Yeah. I agree with that. I work in the helping profession too. And it's hard because a lot of people they're drawn to me because I am a helper. And so I carry a lot of secrets and things like that for people. And then I hold on to people. People kind of sometimes can dump a lot. And so it's setting healthy boundaries with people, and everyone's not to be a friend or someone that I have to personally take on the charge for. So it took a lot to learn that. And it was okay to kind of let people vent and then kind of move on instead of trying to let them vent and then fix everything for them.
I have to be honest, it's hard for me to let go of certain things. So for as much as people would believe that I have it all together and that I can move past certain situations rather quickly, I'm very resourceful and quick on my feet. I am a project planner, and so I execute things with speed. I'm able to move to the next thing, like depending on what it is. But when it's like certain people, and certain even unhealthy relationships, letting go is hard because of familiarity in some places where that this relationship is no longer benefiting you or feeding you. And sometimes the titles in life would make you feel like, okay, you have to keep this person because this person resonates with this title. So even like if you have unhealthy family relationships, sometimes you keep those. Or for me, I've kept certain relationships because it's so familiar that the idea of letting it go goes against my moral principles. It's almost like, okay, so when your ethical practices and principles, the things that you do with integrity, meet a crossroad, family is integral to me, having relationships that mirror family, or like even sometimes in relationships. I know when I was in my dating season, there was a particular person season that I couldn't let go of, and I don't think that I fully ever have let go of certain elements of people. I think that even in seasons of having failed relationships, there may be one or two people that there's things that you had before that you hold on to. And that even in your current state or relationships or whatever your status is in, you still have struggles letting go. What do I do with that? I'm asking y'all.
I would say, and I'm speaking from the experience of being a woman who's divorced, and having to let go of a marriage. And the question I had to ask myself was, at whose expense? What are you willing to put on the line by staying? Is it your happiness? Is it your mental health? At whose expense, and what that means, and how you'll carry on with that baggage. And when you truly ask yourself that question, I think that's where the kind of work starts, because you kind of have to dig deep and really make a decision at that crossroads on what you're willing to sacrifice.
At that point, yeah, it makes sense, because at that point you have to make it about you. Like I've been saying about me and my journey, you, I'm being very selfish and personal, because it's like, what's going to benefit me? What's going to bring me peace in staying in the relationship or getting out of the relationship? And I am divorced also. I am dating someone, but I have had failed relationships. And you do stay with an individual just because it's like you want it to work, but it's like, that that person is not right for you, but then at the same time you're like, I gotta start all over. I gotta get to know somebody else. I gotta get, what's your favorite color? What you like to eat? What you like to do? You got siblings? What's your food? It's like, again, you know what I mean? So, but you have to know, what you're willing to accept and what you're not willing to accept, and be really, okay with your decision. And at the end of the day, what matters to you and what brings you peace matters.
I also think too, I'm not assuming that everyone that's watching, our viewers are, I'm a woman of faith, so I'll just speak on from my perspective. You've got to make room. In letting go, you're making room for the good thing, or the good stuff. And an example that I have is, I was applying for this corporate level job, and nervous, blah 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 blah. And fast forward, I had spoken to a friend of mine, one of my mentors, and she said to me, when you get the job, what are you gonna, you gotta start, looking the part and that sort of thing. And I was like, well, I don't even got no clothes that's really, nice or whatever. I've had the same stuff for the longest time because I didn't want to let it go. I've had some jeans and some pants and some stuff that I've had for years. And I just started cleaning out my closet. I just made a conscious decision. You know what? I'm just gonna start cleaning out my closet and chipping away at this process. And as soon as I started doing that and donating the clothes, someone donated 6 bags of clothing to me. And when I went through it, I pretty much had a whole wardrobe, which is now what I use to go to work, and that sort of thing. But my point is, in letting go and in making room, it allowed for space for something needed and something fresh to come into my space. So there is a power in letting go.
And I think it also goes back to, you just have to be patient. And we don't like to be patient because you want to be together. You want to be put, and just have it together, be put together, look like you got it together. Did I say look together? So, but it doesn't happen that way. It doesn't happen that way. Everything is, and I know, me and Latiesha has talked about trusting the process. And so even when letting go of something that means so much, or someone that means so much, you just got to trust the process that, something else or someone else is going to come about.
Yeah. I think it's that trust.
I share with Latiesha, and I'm going to share my testimony about me and my husband. We've known each other since 2007, maybe. 2007 when we first met, and just went through the ups and downs of boyfriend, girlfriend, all kinds of stuff. And I share with her, I went to Mexico with my family. We take big trips every year, so we went to Mexico, and I meditate and I do yoga. And I'm sitting on the patio, I'm sitting on a balcony, I'm looking at the water, and I'm done with him at this point. I'm like, I am so done. Lord, I want you to bless me with my husband. So I prayed for me to let go of my boyfriend, my husband then. And I said, I told Latiesha, I said, just like a wash of peace came over me, because I was sad when I came to the trip. but I needed to let him go. And the Lord released him from me. And I prayed for my husband. I stopped putting names on it. And I prayed for my husband. And down the line, he came back as the man that I prayed for. And it wasn't him, I put it on, it was all on God because I prayed for my husband, but I had to let the old him go. I had to let everything that I held on to that wasn't healthy between us go. And he came back as the man that I asked for me, that I knew that I needed. And the Lord knew that I needed. And our relationship has been just leaps and bounds since then. And, we're married. I mean, he came back like ready to go. We're going to do this. We're going to build this life together. We're going to get in this word. We're going to pray on this marriage, kind of thing. And proposing and everything. So it's letting go is, even for things, sometimes you have to let go the old of what you set up, preconceived of what you thought things would be, to let things grow and change, to come back to you, to what you need it to be.
I agree. And you have to also be willing to, if you've accepted that person, let go of whatever past hurt you had, and so that's what I think you were saying, Tamika, when you were talking about letting go of whatever version you had before the new husband that you have, because at one point he was your boyfriend with certain traits and attributes, and then he became your husband with new traits. And so it's like he changed, and it's new wine and new wine skin, kind of thing. But, and I think that letting go is more than just relationship wise, as far as a companion or mate, because when you talk about letting go, it doesn't have to necessarily be with a companion, a significant other. It could be even of things like I've talked about before, in being scared to transition from one job to another. When I was pursuing a higher level, an executive level position, I wasn't pursuing it because I believed that I could have it. I pursued it because someone saw something in me that I didn't believe was in myself. And that person was my predecessor. And I succeeded her, another woman who inspired me to imagine, see, and believe in my unlimited possibilities. And I had a problem in letting go of the position that I was in, because I was always the supporting cast. And she says, well, it was time for me to let go of that position. You're no longer the supporting cast. You are the featured cast. You are the main performer, and it's your time to shine. And so I struggled with letting go of the image of who I was, my caterpillar stage, to transform into the chrysalis of transforming to a butterfly. So the thought of being cocooned enough in that patient season to allow me to grow into something else was hard to let go of. However, in that, there was a lot of manipulation that had to happen in my mind to be able to receive in the physical realm what had already been spoken in the spiritual realm. That, this is your season, it's your time. And so when they say the battlefield is in your mind, I had to manipulate my thoughts to believe in things that I couldn't see. So the faith, substance of things that you can't see, things that, the substance of things unseen. And so I had to believe that what someone else's word was for me, it had to be unlocked in an area to make room. As Rashina was talking about, making space and clearing the clutter, in her closet as she was ready to transition into a new season in her life. Letting go also looks like that under other in other areas of your life. And so there is an art to letting go. I just don't know, if they're the same in every situation. We talked about before the limos of life. So when it's time to let go of certain limos and you upgrade to that Escalade or whatever have you, or that Tesla or whatnot, because limos are now out of date. We've
Right.
transitioned to the newest best thing. One of Beyonce's quotes is, she thanks God that she found the good in goodbye. Beyonce says she found the good in goodbye. And I think when we think about that, letting go this year, what are some of the things that we're willing to let go of, and some challenges that we have? Like, what can we share with the people to know that we may be connecting with them on levels that they didn't even know exist? Like somebody else is going through that same challenge. So, what are some of the challenges we have in letting go of some things that we want to face this year?
I think honestly, in terms of letting go and evolving. I think the previous comment was evolving past people. I think evolving past your old self, that helps along the way. But the other thing that I wanted to mention was letting go of ideas. Well, for me personally, without being, I don't want to make anyone cry or anything, but letting go of the idea of someone that's not actually alive anymore. I had to change the way I feel about them. Like, I had not such a good feeling or feeling about them. I had to change everything I think, how I perceive them, because they no longer literally have a voice anymore. They can't talk to me. I can't talk to them anymore. Not on earth. So I had to let go of that idea to bring me comfort and bring me peace. That's really a lot of it. I think Dr. Let said something about the idea of her husband. She had to you had to redo that in your mind, and then once you did that, things came together in the pieces that they, that they were able to make it work. You're making it work that way. So the idea, if I let go of ideas, I think that helps. It helps me along the way a lot. If I have to change the thought, change, evolve past the person that I was yesterday so that I can be better today, because it may be still working, but I need to evolve. I need to grow, put it that way.
It's a mind thing. It starts there first. You have to change it there for it to happen into the reality, because it's hard. We can go and you can fake stuff for as long as people say fake it till you make it, but it's really fake it till you get your mind to align with, what you're trying to pursue. So I think when you're letting go of stuff, you have to get your mind there, for the change to really happen, because sometimes we're led by our hearts, and our hearts will lead us in the best of directions because we want great things, but our mind is really there. That conscience is really telling us what we really need, and our heart will just go anywhere. Sometimes that, the temporary joy that we may feel, but our mind is like, nope, because you've been hurt there before. You can move on. You can, do something else. We have to get our mind there.
And I think we also just have to give ourselves time to heal, knowing that you need to let go, and then also giving yourself the time to heal from what you're letting go. Because it's not going to be like, let them go. You may feel that way, but it may come some pain and hurt from letting the individual go. And so with time, you'll heal. It's not going to happen overnight, especially if that was somebody that was, your ride or die, or whatever the connection was.
That's good stuff. It can be scary to radically change how you see the world. It can be scary to radically change how you see the world with loss, as Chelsea mentioned. And any form of loss can cause grief. So, relationship, job, transition in family members and friends, loved ones, loss, letting go, being able to heal from that process and reflect. So, as you say, as far as being able to center your mind and your thoughts around the current moment, I think with that comes the reflection. so that you can cope with the change that's happening in your life. And letting go can lead to roads of new opportunities and new perspectives in how you see the world. And so, Chelsea, you hit it right on the head. Rashina, Tish, Dr. Let, you hit it on the head as far as the things that we would need in our toolkits to be able to healthy or effectively and in a healthy way let go. Let go of the things. And that's not particular to any one thing. If it's a new chapter for you, if it is a new transition for you, whether that be from a loved one, like I said, relationship, job, children. My son's about to go to college. Can y'all believe that? This is just like, I'm going to have empty nest syndrome and I'm going to need some time because that's my only baby, you know? He's about to go to college. I'm just like, oh my gosh, what is
You could
going
always
on?
start all over.
That's what I was going
Right.
to say.
I was just about to say that.
Go
Who
ahead
can
and
start? Wait a minute, I didn't hear that. I'm
Excuse
sorry.
me.
The
mine
podcast
are 10
owner.
years apart, so you know.
Girl, I would never.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No, no, I'm confident. I've got that worked out.
Hold on. That look like Pilates. Hold on.
No, I'm because I'm chopping myself. We will never. Girl, I be saying I have empty nest syndrome, but I'll be like, okay, so who's gonna meet us in Cabo?
Right.
Because I'm gonna need to get these vacation miles in. But no, I think that the wrap up can be, ladies, girls, it is time for you to turn the page. Whatever in your life that you are in need of, just let it go and see where the next chapter takes you. Trust the process. That was from Tori Amos, another powerful woman, as we close out our series of Women's History Month for the month of March. This has been a dynamic conversation. Please, 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 if you were inspired by anything on this live, share your thoughts with us. We want to learn and connect with you. We want to continue the conversation and provide you ways that you can connect. So, as you know, the She Tribe is built with a lot of resources right here in house where you can connect with our sisters through Divas That Dialogue with Rashina Harris, Healthy Wellness with Chelsea. Dr. Tamika Lett has TL Pain Consulting LLC, and they're going to share with you a little bit about the ways that you can connect. So I'm going to pass the floor over to you all. Thank y'all so much. This has blessed me. I'm going to be letting go all year. Nope, my sister said, let it go.
That's right. That's right. Let it go. Make room. Make room.
Make room because your blessings on the way. You can't get it if you got your hands full, right? All right, Rashina, it's on you.
All right. Hello, everyone. Oh, let me make my shameless plug for my earrings. Can y'all see these?
Yes.
All right. This is my neighbor Nikki, girl underscore jewelry. She's on IG at girl underscore jewelry. And she makes handcrafted jewelry. Okay, shameless plug. All right. I want you all to join me for Divas That Dialogue. It is a platform for women where I will invite you, and it is not recorded. It is a safe space for you to come, and we talk about all types of taboo topics. We talk about life after divorce. We talk about sexuality, sensuality. We talk about money management. We also bring in experts on the different various topics that you find interesting. So I hope that you can just come one Saturday evening, every third Saturday from at 7 p.m. Come join me on that platform. If you are interested, you can go to my Facebook page, Rashina Harris, or my IG page, which is right there at Lady Ember 757. Let me know that you are interested so you can join the dialogue. And I hope to see you all there.
Hi, peeps. I'm Chelsea. Here we go again. Keep doing this. Okay. Follow me at Instagram, IG, as the kids say, at Mrs._Wealth of Hope. I'm there sharing my journey about how I let go some weight and what types of things that I do to maintain a healthier lifestyle, cooking, positivity. a lot of times I'm random, but I try to be focused, and hopefully you'll learn something there, and hopefully by the end of the year there will be a cookbook to follow all of this. So next.
I am Dr. Tamika Ladd and the owner of TL Payne Consulting. And you can find me on Instagram at Dr.Tamika Ladd and Facebook at TL Payne Consulting LLC. I'm a human services consultant, and I also work with individuals on legacy making. And I have a journal called the Legacy Atlas that just guides you through the legacy process of just getting everything organized and creating that lasting legacy, which you can find on tlpainconsultingllc.com.
Well, that's all good in the hood over here. We have done it again, ladies. Another wonderful month of She Talks Live. If you have a business that you would like for us to plug, if there's any way that we can support you ladies on the live, please connect with us on our She's Got Purpose platforms, Instagram, Facebook, She Talks Live public Facebook group. So you can tell us whatever you have for us to make you better, to make us better. If you want to share tip, tools, and tidbits, that's the place to do it. Rashina is always going to plug our women-owned businesses with all of the accessories, because we want to make sure that we are empowering women as they are empowering us, because when she wins, we win, and supporting her empowerment is what we do. You can meet us next month, same bat station, same bat time, first, second, and third Sunday at 5 p.m. on your favorite podcast channel or on YouTube if you want to see these pretty faces. You know what I'm saying? Please connect with us in any way possible, because we want to connect with you. This has been an amazing. What y'all think? This was good, right?
Yeah. Great. Yes.
This was good. Well, I thank y'all. This She Talks Live production was produced by Refinement Studios. You can connect. It is also sponsored by TL Payne Consulting, Chelsea's Healthy Wellness, and Divas That Dialogue. This has been it, ladies. Happy Women's History Month, and I guess we're signing out. Peace.
Bye.
Meet us on YouTube at she'sgotpurpose.com the first, second, and third Sunday at 5.
Don't meet us there. Beat us there.
Can't wait to meet you on the journey, partner.
We'll see you at the top.
Can't wait to take this journey with you all.
Will you journey with us?
Bye, guys.